So you're an independent contractor and the new no tax on tips law passed. Does it apply to you? Yes, it can. So there's a couple of things that have to be done for you to be able to get the deduction. One, the person who provides you the 1099 NEC that you receive that shows your total gross income from that activity has to provide you some sort of supplemental report. And it might be just on the face of the 1099 NEC that shows what portion of that income is tips. In addition, that tip income is not included in the qualified income, qualified business income for that deduction. So normally you can get up to 20% of your qualified business income as a deduction against on your tax return. So if you had $100,000, you could get $20,000 deduction possibly. There's definitely other requirements as well. Well, with this, if you have $100,000 and $10,000 in tips, well, guess what? You have to deduct the $10,000 in tips. And so instead of getting a $20,000 deduction, you get an $18,000 deduction, something like that. So it reduces that deduction, and it still follows the same guidelines as as an employee. You're limited to $25,000 in total deduction. So if you have tips more than $25,000, you can only get up to that amount. So if you have $30,000 in tips, you only get $25,000. If your tips are $5,000, then you get the full $5,000 deduction. And then, of course, you still have income requirements. So if you're an individual and you make more than $150,000, the phase out begins. If you're a married couple and you make more than $300,000, the phase out begins. And at $400,000 for an individual and $550,000 as a married couple, you totally can't take the deduction anymore. And then finally, you still have to file as married filing jointly to receive the deduction if you're married. So if you file separately, you can't get the deduction even if you are a 1099 contractor. So you do qualify as a 1099 NEC contractor. You just have a couple more things to think about. But of course, contact your tax advisor to get some advice to make sure you qualify. And for 2025, you should get a nice deduction. Thanks.